The legendary Aport apple. Its rich flavor, its unmistakable aroma, whenever people mention this framed fruit, Almaty instantly comes to mind. The two are inseparable. Located at the foot of the majestic Alatau Mountains, Almaty carries a history that stretches back to the Saka and Uysun eras. It has long been a hub for Kazakh intellectuals, a center of vibrant culture, and the cradle of our cherished independence. When Kazakhstan first declared its sovereignty to the world, this powerful and enduring city stood as its first capital. If Almaty's historical treasures could speak, they would reveal countless secrets rooted in ancient times. Throughout its formation and development, Almaty has embraced various architectural styles. The stunning, timeless structures that have endured across countries stand as testaments to this evolution. Among them is a landmark that embodies the essence of an entire era, the Museum of Almaty's history. From the moment you step through its doors, you are immersed in invaluable records of ancient civilizations. Many of the city's most remarkable historical artifacts are preserved right here.
Silver coins have provided undeniable proof that our city's history stretches back 1,000 years.
It's truly fascinating. These coins, though small in size, carry immense historical significance. Priceless artifacts, they have unveiled hidden truth about the past. As relics of an ancient civilization, they now stand as the museum's treasured emblem.
One of the museum's most valuable exhibits is found in the Medieval History Hall. Silver dirhams dating back to the 13th century, minted during the Chagatai Khanate. These coins bear the inscription Balat Almatu, meaning Almaty City, confirming that a settlement of that name existed in the region during the medieval period. The coins were uncovered in 1979, with further research continuing into the early 2000s. By 2015-2016, historians had reached a definitive conclusion on their significance.
Historians often describe the history of cities as being carved in stone. But Almaty's story is different. It is written with heart. The strongest proof? This museum. More than just a collection of relics, it is a living chronicle bridging the city's past with its present.
Many assume museums are merely places that preserve old artifacts, but that's not the case. If we look deeper into modern museology, museums serve as spaces for dialogue, connecting the past and present, the era where history speaks to future generations.
Speaking of remarkable connections, did you know that the museum houses the very first Soviet television set? Manufactured in 1949, the KVN model featured a screen measuring just 12 centimeters in diagonal, roughly the same size as a modern smartphone display. In comparison to today's expansive plasma screens, it seems almost unimaginable. Yet, this artifact offers a vivid snapshot of a bygone era. The museum holds artifacts dating back 3,000 years, including Bronze Age pottery, Scythian-era copper cauldrons, and a rich collection illustrating the material heritage, craftsmanship, and traditions of the Kazakh people across different historical periods. More than 40,000 priceless artifacts, 11 halls spanning distinct eras of history. These numbers represent more than statistics. They are the heartbeat of a city that has carried its legacy forward through time, beginning with ancient history and culminating in Almaty in the 20th century. This journey allows visitors to experience the essence of each epoch, to step into history while feeling the rhythm of modern life. The walls of the Almaty Museum hold deep secrets. If we turn back the pages of history, this historical building, which has witnessed 3 centuries, was originally the Verny orphanage. It was constructed under the design of renowned French architect Paul Gourdet. Many of buildings he designed have been preserved to this day, remaining unchanged through time. Among the museum's exhibits are personal belongings of this remarkable French architect.
В 1883 году начался сбор пожертвований.
In 1883, fundraising efforts began to build a new orphanage.
И, наконец, была собрана определенная сумма.
Over the course of more than 9 years, substantial funds were collected,
66 копеек.
amounting to 36,807 rubles and 66 kopecks in the currency of that time.
Главный архитектор города Верного.
Once this financial milestone was reached, the project was assigned to Verny's chief architect, Gourdet.
Но Гурде, будучи
A highly talented and knowledgeable professional, he approached the project with exceptional diligence and dedication.
подошел к проектированию с научной точки зрения.
His work incorporated scientific principles, construction standards, and seismic safety measures, ensuring a comprehensive design.
По строительству зданий, именно предназначенных для детей.
Following the devastating earthquake of 1887 that struck Almaty, urban development strategies were reconsidered. As part of this effort, extensive topographical studies were conducted along the banks of the Ili River. New construction methods were introduced, with homes primarily being built from wood to enhance structural resilience. Among these buildings was the orphanage, completed and opened in 1892. According to historical records, the children's home once occupied a very large area.
Он сделал очень важное замечание, что ель
Gourdet paid special attention to the fact that the building was meant for children.
она не очень хорошего качества, потому что
He prioritized construction quality and materials.
гниению и разрушению зданий. Поэтому
Some of the wooden structures in Verny were prone to absorbing moisture and decaying quickly.
в фундаменте
To prevent this, the architect proposed adding a basement to the design,
помещения, чтобы не было
implementing an advanced ventilation system, an innovative approach at the time.
уже усовершенствование для того времени для
The basement was partially built with bricks, whitewashed and covered with ash,
кирпичом, сверху залит известковым раствором.
which helped to disinfect the space and protect it from rodents.
Во-первых, продуваемость, аэрация хорошая, потом дезинфекция и защита от грызунов.
The architectural masterpiece is a prime example of cutting-edge design. Its aesthetic is striking, a single-story structure made of 90% solid wood. To ensure durability, the builders selected Tianshan spruce, known to last for thousands of years. Its stone foundation and basement provided structural stability, while the windows were adorned with intricate decorative carvings. The orphanage's children personally planted the pine trees that now flourish in Karagaly Park, one of the city's most picturesque landscapes. Behind the building, a vegetable garden and flower beds were cultivated. The side wings of the structure housed vocational training workshops, sewing rooms for girls, shoemaking and bookbinding workshops for boys. On January 1, 1881, the orphanage housed 11 boys and 30 girls, totaling 41 children. By 1909, the number had grown to 51 boys and 50 girls, reaching 101 children in care. During the Soviet era, the orphanage was relocated to the city of Yesik. In 1929, the building was repurposed to house the Kazakh Soviet Autonomous Government, and later it became Clinic No. 1 for children. By 1981, the Almaty Medical College occupied the site. Today, this historic building stands as the Almaty Museum, preserving the stories of thousands of people and the passage of time itself. It was concerning that the country's largest metropolis lacked a museum dedicated to its 1,000-year history. People often asked, where can we learn about Almaty's past? And truthfully, it was a question that made you pause. That's when I decided to take action and propose the creation of a museum. I wrote a formal letter to the city administration and had a meeting with the mayor. A few months later, a historic moment occurred. On August 2, 2002, two official decrees were issued, one approving the establishment of the Almaty City History Museum and the other appointing me as its first director. This is how the first steps of the museum's journey began, a tribute to centuries of history. Though it lacked its own building at first, a dedicated team of staff worked tirelessly to preserve the city's cultural heritage. They gave their all, ensuring future generations would benefit from their efforts. Initially, we didn't even have a permanent location. You could say we were nomads in our own right. Our first temporary home was at the Central Circus, right next to the elephants and hippopotamuses. We spent about 3 months there before moving several more times. In the beginning, only 8 employees worked for the museum, and they devoted themselves fully to the cause. Over time, we began building a collection, acquiring valuable artifacts. Within 2 years, we had gathered nearly 15,000 exhibits. Overcoming numerous challenges, the museum finally found its home. In December 2016, just ahead of the 25th anniversary of Kazakhstan's independence, this cultural institution moved into its historic building, a place steeped in legacy, its walls and halls brimming with history. Every nation is defined by its rich culture and deep-rooted history, priceless, sacred, and treasured. Today, the Almaty Museum stands as a pinnacle of civilization and heritage, a shining symbol of national history, a scientific and cultural hub that has preserved invaluable artifacts, like a guardian of memory. If you wish to immerse yourself in the full story and spirit of the world-renowned Almaty,
you must visit the Almaty City History Museum. Whenever we travel to different countries, we naturally seek out cultural landmarks, because it is in these places that a nation's cultural code is preserved. Museums are among the most significant of such places. What makes our museum unique is that it doesn't just reflect Kazakh heritage, it encapsulates the atmosphere and history of the city itself.
Each photograph here is more than just a memory. It is history itself. Every document is not merely paper, but a record etched with countless destinies. Personal belongings hold silent stories, never spoken aloud by their owners. Every artifact preserved in the Almaty Museum is history reborn, a living testament to the voices of the past and the hopes of the future generations. Time moves forward, eras change, yet within these museum walls, the spirit of the city remains eternal. For here, history speaks and the human heart listens.